Hello everyone, here is Aryan and I welcome you to CodeTips. I'm back again with the fourth tutorial on HTML. So let's see what we're gonna cover in this tutorial. Comment tag is the tag that we use to take the notes for ourselves as a developer. So we'll see how we use it. Image tag allows us to insert image in the web page, and we will see what else can be done with the image, like resizing the size of the image. Marquee is a HTML tag that we will see how it is used and what is the use of this marquee, but it's not recommended to use it because HTML is for content purpose and marquee does more of a styling. So we will still see how to use it, but recommendation is not to use it. Then we have a strong that makes the word bold. A strike for cancellation of a word or paragraphs. We will see what it means. And link, it is used to connect the CSS file to HTML or to connect external resources to your website through the HTML. I'm making this video only 15 minutes, so let's see how many topics we can cover, and if we don't happen to cover something, then I'll make another tutorial for this tutorial. So let's get started. So I'm on my desktop and here's the folder that we've been working together. So I'm gonna open this folder in my bracket text editor. So here is what we have done together by now. So let's continue to today's topic. The first topic is the comment tag. So let's say I want to give myself a note that inside the header something else needs to be put but in the future. So I'm going to write here the less than symbol and then the exclamation mark. Then I'm going to put 2 dashes and you see the everything under it became gray. That means that this became the part of the comment. What we don't want all of them to be the part of comment, so I'm going to close this by 2 dash and greater than sign, and you will see all of them came back to the color. So in here whatever I will write will not appear on the desktop, so I will write under this line I will put a marquee in the future. Okay, I'm gonna save this and let's see if this comment appears on the website. It should not because it's a comment, so I'm gonna right click on index, show in Explorer, double click on index file, and here you can see nothing was here. The comment we wrote, nothing showed up here. So let's continue. So this is how we make the comments. Now the next tag is the image tag. So let's say after the header and before the headings I want to put an image. So I'm gonna hit enter. I'm gonna write img and I'm gonna close it. Just to save time, I have already downloaded a picture that's on of my logo. All you need to do is to take a picture and put on the folder that we have on the screen, and then this photo will appear right here. So I'm just going to close it. Okay, so I'm going to write here first source src, then equal sign, then double sign. I'm using plugins which always gives me the auto suggestion, so I'm just going to click. If I didn't have this, I would have to write. So if I only write this and then I save this file with save Control S, and then let's see our file. I'm going to refresh it, and here you see our images appearing, but you see it's too big. We don't want this big. Maybe we want to add a size. So I'm just going to write here size. So I will write width only 150 px, but we do not need to write anything, and I'm going to give height only 115, let's say, and save it, and let's see how our image looks. So I'm back on my browser. I'm going to refresh, And here you can see our logo became 150 by 115. So this is how we add the image in our HTML page. The next one is marquee. So as I wrote before under the horizontal line that we will add here marquee. So I'm going to write here the marquee code. So we will write tag of marquee, M-A-R-Q-U-E-E, marquee. Now we will write loop. So how many times it should run? So we will write, let's say, twice. Then it would say scroll amount. And let's say I also want scroll amount to be not too fast. So for now I will write only one so we can see the difference. And now we need to write what we want to be in the marquee. So we will say, this is the marquee text. Save it and let's see in our browser. Now here you can see this marquee is coming, and it is so slow only because we have given a very low amount of scroll. So let's say if we increase the amount of the scroll, I would say 5, and I'll save it. Go back here, I refresh it, and you see it's a lot faster. So you need to put the speed in the scroll amount. So this is how the mark is done. If you wanted to give it a background, we could have also done like this. I can write in the beginning BG for background, color, and I would say, let's say light gray. So I'm gonna put 39. I will save it and let's see. And here's the background of marquee, but it looks better without the background color, but I wanted to show you how it looks with the background. So let's see what is our next tag. Next tag is a strong tag. So we go down in one of the chapter, and let's say I want to make these first two words strong. So I would write, put the cursor right before, and I will write strong. And I'm gonna close this tag after the word. So after lorem ipsum, I would write the closing tag. I will save it. It's the second paragraph. We will see how it looks. So I will refresh and we scroll down, and here's the second paragraph. That's the lorem ipsum. It's nice and bold. Now the second last tag is a strike tag. So let's say I want to cancel this whole paragraph. I want to show that that's not relevant, but I want to leave it on my website just for SEO reason. So I would write strike, and I'm gonna close this in the end of the paragraph, or let's say only this much. So I'm gonna write here strike. So this area in between this strike tag should have a line in the middle of the words canceling the text. So let's take a look. And there you go. I had already done it in my trial, so you will see here as well, but this is the recent one that I just did. Let's see, the last one is called link. Now to save time, I have already made a file here called style.css, and I'd already put these few codes inside just for saving the time. All you need to do, right click on new file and write style.css. Now I'm not going to do it because I already have made one. So how we will connect this style sheet to our HTML. So we do this in head section. So I'm gonna click here and I would write link. Then first we will need to tell what's the relationship of this file or what kind of file it is. So we will say rel, and it is a style sheet. Now we need to tell the type. So the type is going to be text and CSS just for our browser to know which file it is. And then we need to tell the link of the file. So we'll write href. And then here shows the file, so I'm just going to select. If you don't have this option, just type it out, and then we just close the tag. So as soon as I refresh, the code I have given in CSS, this should work. So our HTML and body tags should have no padding and no margin, and the H1 tagging should become red. So let's see what I'm talking about. Here you see there's a slight gap beside our headings and image and everything. So this is coming from the default margin and padding of the browser. So this will be removed, and this one and this one, these two, they are the heading ones, so they should turn into red. So I'm gonna save this file, go to the browser and refresh. There you see everything has moved to the side nicely, and both things became red. So that's the use of our style sheet. So anything you want to change, like I wrote in a style sheet only once, H1 should have red color, but in HTML the red color appeared in two different places. Why? Because both of them had H1 tag. So that's the benefit of a style sheet, that if you style thing once, and you can use it multiple times. So that's why it is recommended to use a style sheet. So this is for today. Thank you very much, guys, and let's see what are the topics of next tutorial. Okay, so let's see what our next tutorial will cover. We will look at horizontal rule. We already did it in a previous tutorial, but we will see what else can be done with this. Then we have center, to center any text on the website, so it will appear in the center of the page. Better to use CSS. We will take a look on both things. Fonts, to change the font family of certain things, but still recommendation is to use CSS. Button is created in HTML but designed in CSS, so we will also learn the both. Then we have address tag that defines the content information, so when people look at the address, they understand, yes, that's the address. So those things should be done, should be written in address tag. And at last, style. Style is the HTML tag that is used to include style, which is the CSS, inside the HTML, but this should be used only if you have a very few styling. But today, in today's world, there's a lot of styling, so the recommendation is to have your style sheet file separately. So these are the topics for next tutorial. Till then, have a good time and see you soon. Bye.